So I say to the guy, why not have waffles for lunch? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Am I right?
Good one. But you should have said, you can keep the Porsche. I've got a barbecue in my convertible.
Oh, fuck. Why, God? Why?
Hey, guys.
Hi.
How's it going?
So I found this treasure map in a dumpster that I dove into today when I was looking for where I put my car keys. You guys want to check it out?
Do we ever? So it reads, when he/she walks the path of the ubiquitous road of yearning, ye/thou may find a destination where thirst shall be quenched and jaws may be broken.
Well, that sounds like Jim's Chug and Fight Bar on Bruce Campbell Avenue, which so happens to be right here.
Su madre era un hamster y su padre olía bayas del sauco.
He said your mother was a small, furry rodent, and your father had the scent of a homeless, flavored vodka lover.
Did he mention my sister? Chuck Norris!
Man, I hope this treasure map doesn't take us to any more bar fights. 3 is my limit when hunting treasure.
Well, up next it says, cute pooches steer clear. These mutts love the taste of dead animals and sometimes babies. Actually, they always love babies, but who doesn't? Anyways, where was I?
Dogs that eat carrion.
I wasn't asking, that's just what the map says. It goes on. Oh yeah, dogs that eat carrion. Beware of these dogs, for they may steal your soul. Forgetting the eggnog be their mighty goal.
Oh, that's totally the evil coyotes over at the Sebastian Shaw Evil Critter Petting Zoo, which is over here. Now what?
I guess we just wait for an evil coyote to attack us and then punch it? What the? Where are we? Did we just get teleported?
I am the Dirt Napper. I have summoned you with my Nightcrawler power to stop you from finding the treasure of Napuwani Haha Lane. I shall end your expedition now!
Wait, what just happened? We're back at the studio and we're wealthy. How did we defeat the Dirt Napper?
I don't know. I just wrote the script to this based off the plot synopsis to Firewalker that's on IMDb. It just says, they find the Firewalker who wants to stop them. They persevere and return home wealthy. I've never seen this movie.
So are we rich or not? Is this the fourth wall or one of those paradigmatic sequences that question the boundaries of our own reality? Verisimilitude! Verisimilitude!
Yes to all of the above, which may sound figurative, but is literal, because all of your questions are written above this line in the script.
Sam's head just exploded. Nice one.
Then all has gone according to plan, and we can keep his share of the treasure! Ha 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 ha!
Are you done yet? Can we start the show now?
I guess so. Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness, the podcast about bad movies by bad movie lovers for bad movie lovers. I'm your host, Justin. I'm a man. 40. I'm a man! With me, as always, are Sam and Jackie. Hello, Sam and Jackie.
Hello.
Yep.
Cool. How's things going with you guys? All well?
Pretty super. I had some DIY projects that I had to get done.
All right.
I built a shelf, and then after that I made myself a burrito, which turned into DIY-area.
You've been waiting all week for that.
I've been waiting about 3 weeks to tell that joke. And I feel like I didn't really ramp it up enough.
I think we could have waited longer. Oh, that stinks. That's a bad one. I'm depressed because it's the end of summer. This is Labor Day weekend.
And I am excited because that means here comes the fall.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the smell of the air. I love all the falling leaves until I have to pick them up off the ground.
See, you sound like an NPR lady right now. I like sitting outside drinking until I fall down, and I don't freeze to death because I sleep outside because I'm a drunk bum.
We do get this, next 3 weeks of being able to do that and not be too hot at the same time.
Oh, that's true.
So it is the sort of most wonderful time of the year.
And then the leaves pile up, and you can just kind of sleep in the leaves.
Sleep
like
in the
bums do.
leaves, yeah. As long as there's not too much. There's a lot of poop hiding in the leaves.
Ooh, touche. Whose is it? I don't know. Could be mine.
Why, it's mostly the dogs, I would think.
I hope
Unless you've been pooping in the backyard again.
I'm not sure if it makes a difference if it's my poop or not. It's still poop, and it's gross. We have some listener feedback. Our recent fan, Red Cap Jack on Twitter, at Red Cap Jack, says, regarding the superpower of electromagnetic telekinesis that comes at a cost. Remember when we were talking about this? Via the Stranger Things girl?
Sure.
I can't remember what episode that was on, but
I don't know.
whatever. You guys rated it not that good because the cost was too high.
The cost.
Like if you try to fuck with a guy, pick up a guy or something, it would probably knock you out type thing.
Yeah.
He says, use power on small stuff for a domino effect. Fry a single necessary wire to cripple city blocks or a brain cell to kill, ? He gives it a 9.
Well, that's the thing, is that we did find plenty of nefarious uses, but we're always trying to be good people. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Which is why my extension penis didn't work, because you could only be a master thief.
right, that's why.
Yeah.
And because you had a grody dick. Regarding our Dante's Peak episode, Lee Dubay, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Dubay, Dubay. If we fucked that up, sorry. You are more than welcome to fuck up our names at any time. The grandma in love with a mountain stuff had me laughing so much that I'm positive my colleagues were wondering what the hell was wrong with me. So great. So thank you very much, Lee. That was a very nice compliment. We always appreciate those. We also don't mind being called stupid if it's proper or poignant or not trolling.
Or if we're being stupid.
Or if we're just being stupid. Okay. Regarding our Prelude to Dreamer episode, Van Diver, imagine that. He says, just to let you guys know, you confused the Monkees and the Marx Brothers with the Three Stooges. You're on probation, Stinker Madness, pending a review based on the level of geek knowledge you display on future podcasts. That is all. Nyuk, nyuk, woo, 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 nya, 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 nya.
Yeah, it was the Three Stooges that do the hello, hello, hello.
Was it really?
We fucked that up.
All right. I think it was the Monkees, too.
The Monkees would, did they steal the Three Stooges moves? Probably.
Probably.
But I don't think the Marx Brothers ever did anything like that. They did musical numbers, but I fucked that up. I was being stupid.
You were.
I was being stupid.
Van Diver caught you on it and said, you're dumb.
Way to go, idiot.
Whereas we shan't forget that Harpo Marx invented spiking the football, though it's been attributed to somebody else.
Huh.
If you've ever seen Horse Feathers, it's great.
Okay. All right. It's kind of like Ronnie James Dio's grandmother inventing the bullhorns.
Because she wanted iced tea.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. So thank you all for your wonderful feedback. We always love to hear you catch our mistakes and just tell us how glorious we are. But also tell your friends how glorious we are, because we need more people that are like you. On streaming do's and don'ts this week, it's the week of Paul's.
Paul?
Yeah, like Paul's Market. They got good beef. No. Paul Verhoeven and Paul W.S. Anderson.
Oh.
Yeah, Jackie and I went on a Paul binge. Starting out with an easy one. Total Recall on Stars. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, Total Recall is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Jackie?
I love it.
Yeah?
I'd give it a 2.
Yeah.
Quaid.
I don't want to talk too much about Total Recall itself because everybody's talked about it, unless you have something new to contribute.
I don't know. There's the thing because the screw you, Benny.
Screw you, Benny.
That is funny as a one-liner, but in the context of a one-liner, it barely works because he laughs so maniacally afterwards that he overshadows the one-liner.
Yeah.
When he's screwing it, he's like, ah! Like he's having way too much fun killing that guy versus... For the rest of it, he seems sort of normal, but when he's drilling through that guy's face, it's like the greatest thing he's ever done.
Sure.
It's really funny.
I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
One of the main reasons why I wanted to watch Total Recall again is I wanted to compare it to what we discovered, we flushed out in our Starship Troopers episode. Would you How would you stack up Total Recall versus Starship Troopers or the other way around?
As far as I think it's number 2 to Starship Troopers in that thing that he does with his media awareness films, I guess. RoboCop would be 3.
Okay.
But then he just did Zwartboek. Like, if you want to watch Verhoeven do a really good movie, Zwartboek which Black Book is, I think, what it translates to. That's pretty fucking great shit there. But, so I wouldn't hold, because I think that there's problems with, I think they try to get too many miles out of the 3 boobs.
Sure.
There's other little quibbles I have with Total Recall versus where I think he's really mastered it with Starship Troopers. And, in Zwartboek, where he just makes a really fucking good movie. I don't think Total Recall's really there, but it is sort of like he's honing his craft, say.
Mm-hmm. Jackie, how did you feel?
That
means
I'm singing you guys the saxophone music from the Three Titty Club.
Oh. Yeah.
And I thought that they had a better soundtrack in Total Recall.
All right.
But I'm going to go with Starship Troopers was a little more entertaining.
All right.
And a little funnier.
Okay. I think I haven't seen this Zwartboek, but between what I've seen, I would definitely still stick with Starship Troopers is his magnum opus.
Yeah, it's his, like, for what that run of films where he's making media and social critiques,
There's not much. I don't think there's much of a social critique
in
Total Recall.
There's not.
There's some really strong science fiction ideas and concepts like, oh, that's a really neat idea, but it doesn't really say anything about anything.
And I will give him this. He did do a fair amount of reading, because when we did the Starship Troopers, he got too depressed when he was reading Heinlein's Starship Troopers, whereas the only way that he could have done Total Recall is to read a bunch of the short stories of Philip K. Dick, because there's more elements of Payback than there is We Can Remember It For You Wholesale, because We Can Remember It For You Wholesale is only 11 pages long. You couldn't make it into a movie.
Sure. I've got another question for you. Let's move to schwas. I was thinking about this the other day. If you are to binge watch Arnold Schwarzenegger all day long, say 12 hours of schwas.
12.
And we're doing all of the classics. Like, no weirdness, definitely not Sabotage.
No 6 Day.
No Junior, none of that crap. Just all good schwas from start to finish. And you're drinking the entire time, because I believe you can get shithoused, watch schwas movies, and still enjoy a schwas movie.
Yes.
But you got to take a nap because you're just too drunk. Which one are you going to take a nap during? Starting with Jackie.
Commando.
Really?
Really?
Huh.
It's close. I would say Raw Deal.
Okay. All right. I was going to say Kindergarten Cop.
I do not consider... that wouldn't make the 12-hour list for me.
No, not for me either.
He's the potty pooper. That's like one of his most popular films.
Who is it that and what does he do?
Yeah, you know all the lines.
I know all the lines, but I wouldn't consider it... Once he starts doing the comedy mumbo... That's past his prime. His golden era of schwas.
Well, I'm putting it in my list, but I'm taking a nap during it.
Okay, well, that's an easy one. Let's say you take that out. Only action movies. Then
Okay, only action movies. Probably. I've never seen Raw Heat Deal or Red Heat, I hate to say. So I can't really justify either of those. But God damn. I'm probably going to go with Total Recall, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say the easy choice would be is if you counted it out to 96 that he made it, then you'd be able to pick Eraser.
Eraser's, a good one to count out.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't be able to count in
Kindergarten Cop.
The Last Stand, and the other fun one that was like 2004.
See, I feel like you could run 12 hours for me just from Conan to like Total Recall. There's 12 hours worth of viewing there.
Yeah.
And
I really like
still
Last
leaving
Stand.
a few out. Like, I don't even know if Red Sonja makes it.
Oh,
'cause you can sleep through Red Sonja.
Fuck Red Sonja. I'm out on Red Sonja. Fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Boo. Ugh. That's a snooze fest. We have to move on. Next up was the Paul W.S. Anderson Alien versus Predator.
That thing just sucks. I fucking hate that. Because it's like, it was the thing that you talked about in grade school, like 20 years before, like, Alien versus Predator.
Sure,
It's going to be so sweet.
Right.
And then they made a graphic novel, and it was all right.
Yeah.
And they had the toy line that was better than the graphic novel. And then you're like, oh, this is going to be so awesome. And it comes out, you're like, yo, fuck you.
What's your problem with AVP?
It sucks.
Okay, what's your problem with AVP?
That the predator hooks up with a human instead of just killing her.
Okay.
That's bullshit.
The problems are so numerous. One,
It's a Paul W.S. Anderson film. First off, always bear that in mind.
it's one of its worst.
Okay. I don't
Because
know.
at least with the like Resident Evil, you get what you came for. I didn't get what I came for in this.
And not to mention that neither the predator nor the alien wins because they both fucking die.
It takes like 30 minutes to fucking ramp up into anything. Like nothing happens for way too long.
I really like AVP.
I think it sucks.
I think you guys can kiss my ass.
No,
and I think
whatever.
every other hater out there that's like, it ruined my childhood, can go fuck
Well, it
themselves.
doesn't ruin my childhood because
Because
I don't care that much, but
only the first one of both franchises are good. That's it. The rest of them are all fucking retarded. I don't give a shit. I've heard that on a rewatch that the David Fincher one is supposed to be actually pretty decent if
I
you take it as
tried.
not an alien movie, just as a science fiction movie on a ship.
it comes apart about at
All right, there you go.
53-minute
They're all
mark,
shit.
yeah.
That James Cameron one could kiss my fucking ass. I know Aliens is so badass. Kiss my fucking ass,
Aliens
James Cameron.
sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks.
Aliens good. Predator's good. The rest of them blow. If it fucked with you and you didn't get to see what you wanted, kiss my ass. It's a fun movie. Lots of guts. People, body parts flying everywhere. And I liked it.
See, I didn't think it had enough of the fun. That's my problem with it.
I think it's a good time. It's not a great time, but I think it's a
No.
good time. And I think it's better than people. I think it's as fun as Mortal Kombat.
Wait, the first one, because the second one.
Second one sucks.
The first one's,
No, the first one's awesome.
is it? It's got Billy Madison's girlfriend.
Yeah, and Christopher Lambert is the man who cares
Oh,
too much.
God, yeah.
It's awesome. So, Jackie, do or do not? On AVP, the film we're talking about.
I just wanted to see if you'd do it. Get all snarky. I'm going to say do.
Okay, there you go.
I'm going to say do not because you already watched it and it was dumb. Everybody watched this. That's the one thing.
Yeah,
that it has going for
I've seen it before. I think it's a good revisit.
All right.
Go back and check it out. It's 2004. That was a long time ago, and I bet you a lot of people haven't bothered with it since then. Next up, another Paul W.S. Anderson movie, Event Horizon on Netflix.
God, did you do it? Did you make sure to watch for the part?
There is no part.
Yes, there is.
No, you fucked that up just like Dante's Peak. I
No.
watched for it, and there is nobody during the blood orgy going,
It is. I've done it over and over again.
Now, let me ask you, did you see the special edition, or did you see the theatrical
Well,
version?
the problem is that it's on a screen.
Okay.
So you have
right.
to look for a small part on your screen
Sure.
where there's a screen. It's
Within
an
a
on-screen. It's a screen within
Sure.
a screen, and there's a guy standing in the back corner just waving his arms around.
Was it the special edition or the theatrical
It
version?
was on just a VHS tape.
Okay, so probably well, actually, So I've done some research about this film.
Okay.
Paul W.S. Anderson wanted to make it 1 hour, or not 1 hour, 2 hours and 10 minutes long.
Sure.
That is there was supposed to be a director's cut of it. Now, there is a VHS copy that has an extended version of the blood orgy. The version Jackie and I watched last night is not a screen-in-screen. It's your screen.
Okay.
And it only lasts about, what would you say, 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very brief. The extended cut of it is like 3 minutes of blood orgy. So I think you've seen the special edition,
Okay.
which
I've
never seen.
It's in the shot where the guy's eating his own arm.
His arm, the guy pulls his eyeballs out.
Yeah, and then in the back, there's a guy just waving his arms like, oh, that's crazy. Like he's selling cars or something.
Even if it is in that shot, it is maybe 2 frames.
Yeah.
And so I would not say that that's stupid enough to ruin an entire film. However, the rest of the film does it for itself.
Yes, that movie is terrible.
It's... Jackie, you go ahead.
I didn't like it. I just wanted it to fucking end.
You're already tainted because it's a space movie.
And I thought it was dumb, and I thought the space orgy blood thing was stupid, and I just wanted it to end.
How did you like Sam Neill doing his evilest acting?
I thought that was pretty dark.
Was it? I thought it was terrible. It was like
The acting's the worst part of this.
But at this point in the movie,
the acting
my
is awful.
my expectations are extremely low. I just want it to end, so I'm like, all right, well, maybe he'll just kill everybody and I can go to bed.
Even if everything surrounding it was great and the story was solid as shit and the pacing was wonderful, because that's another problem. The pacing sucks.
yeah.
The acting is atrociously bad. Sam Neill stinks. The guy that plays Cooper, he just needs to be punched off the spaceship, and he basically does get punched off the spaceship. I will defend this movie in one thing. Its set pieces are fucking incredible.
Yeah.
It has got the best set design I've ever seen in a space movie, and I am not making that up. It is massive, giant, gorgeous set pieces that Alien always wished that they could have done, but they just never were able to do with the funds. So congratulations on that part, W.S. Anderson.
Firing the right art director. After
Yeah.
that, you fucked it up.
Everything else, not so good. I'm going to give it a do not.
I don't. It's been so long that I've seen it that I want to give it a do because I remember being laughable, but
It's not.
I will just defer to your best opinion because I haven't watched it in about 5 years.
4 people, sort of drunky, might be able to riff it. Might. That's I don't know.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Okay.
Sam, it's your pick this week. What have you brought for the wild card?
Good neighbor, bad neighbor.
All right.
So, this movie is a spoof of Indiana Jones and Romancing the Stone.
Is it a spoof
Or not a spoof, but it's a ripoff.
Yeah.
It's a complete ripoff of, and I guess depending on who you actually, what review you read, some people claim that it's got a bunch of either 48 Hours or Beverly Hills Cop in there too.
Oh, brother. I don't know. This isn't gonna...
But let's just do the Indiana Jones. So we'll do the Good Neighbor, Bad Neighbor with the 3 movies would be Indiana Jones, any of them, Romancing the Stone, and the Ellen Quartermain movies. So we'll start with Ellen Quartermain, Good Neighbor, Bad Neighbor.
As played by
Richard Chamberlain.
Richard Chamberlain.
Good
Man.
neighbor.
Okay, just because you like looking at him.
No, I just think he's a good actor, and he seems.
Yeah, but you're not going for Richard Chamberlain. You're going for Alan Quartermain.
Yes, Ellen Quartermain.
Well, he seems pretty adventurous. Like he could save me or my cat if it went up a tree.
Or your handsome male friend.
He may swing.
If he's more likely to help my handsome male friend. Yes.
He may swing in a little too hot though. I'll help you, and then he lashes onto the rooftop and then starts swinging across the street, and then totally gets tacoed by the pizza truck.
Oh.
Like, he's got the heart of gold, I think. He's always going to help, but I don't know if he's got the skills, too.
The heart of gold that he found in King Solomon's mines.
Yes, indeed. He may never be home, either, because he's always hunting for treasure.
Well, that makes him a good neighbor because you have to deal with him unless his weeds get too tall and drop your property value.
Indeed.
Which I don't think he would let that happen.
Oh, yeah?
I think he's got like some sort of weird gardener that he saved overseas somewhere.
Oh, yeah, good call.
That also like makes really good tea, and you actually hang out with that. That guy's really your neighbor.
Yeah, he's
he's like the best fucking neighbor
like
ever.
Wong in Doctor Strange.
Or the guy that was in the Pink Panther is karate housekeeper guy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not Steve Martin.
No, not Steve Martin. I've never even seen that.
Yeah, fuck those shit.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know. I'm not a big Pink Panther guy, but anyways.
Huh.
Jackie, final ruling.
Good neighbor.
Yeah, I'll give him a good neighbor. That was a good argument.
Quartermain's a good neighbor.
Okay.
Indiana Jones.
It belongs in a museum.
Indiana, what's the dog's name?
That's shocking.
I know, but it doesn't make it not the dog's name.
Yeah. He really is never home. Like, super.
I bet his weeds get really tall.
Real tall. Doesn't have somebody that he rescued that you can have conversations with. I don't even think that he's got a lot of cash.
Well, he's a college professor.
Yeah, everything he gets, he donates to the museum, you know. So, yeah, he doesn't even have the money to pay for, like, a gardener, so...
No, his dad shows up once a month to make sure the place hasn't burned down, and he's a total cocksucker.
Yes, totally. but he cares.
And then if you fucking try to talk to him, he starts quoting Charlemagne.
Yes.
You're like, oh, God, this
That
Charlemagne
guy.
again.
Oh, God.
I had to read it in high school, too, dick face.
Bad neighbor.
Bad neighbor.
Bad neighbor. I don't know what the guy's name is. Michael Douglas's character in Romancing the Stone.
He is there. Well, oh, no. He bounces around all. He is.
I don't even know if he has a home.
Places to live.
Yeah.
But they're all over the world, and he just goes, he's nomadic.
Yes.
But he stays in places for like 6 months or so while he's trying to cook up a deal.
Yes, and he drinks a lot, so that's fun.
So you would have him for a neighbor, just briefly.
Like once, he's like that guy that shows up for 3 weeks once a year, and you get plowed with him a few times.
But you would never see him again after that, ever.
Maybe in 2 years or something.
I don't even think in then.
Oh.
This man is super adventurer. He's already lived all of it up. He's milked it for all that it's worth. He's never coming back because there's nothing left for him.
Does he get married to her in the second one?
I don't remember because I didn't.
She's a romance novel writer.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which I think she would be a bad. So if they end up getting married, I don't know if I'd like to live next to Kathleen Turner's character.
No, I don't think I would either. But I don't see that working out very well. So I don't think they're going to stay together. I think it's just like the Towns. He's just bouncing around ladies as well.
Just getting out of there right before the symptoms show up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he's going to get that. He's going to get that yacht back at some point. And so then he's going to have any neighbors.
There you go.
I still going to give him a good neighbor just because it's going to be like, well, he was a dick, but 3 weeks and
I think it's 3 weeks, and he usually buys the vodka.
He usually buys the vodka.
Yeah. Good neighbor.
But a little bit of a dick.
Bad neighbor.
Oh!
He's puking in your bushes for 3 weeks.
Huh.
I don't think he has time to puke. He's got too many treasures to get to, and things are always happening around him. And even if he's really got to puke, well, bullets are flying at him. So if he stops and pukes in the bushes, he's dead. So he can't. He's just running down the street puking on himself.
Yeah, I think his body's figured out how to get nutrition out of vodka. Because that's all he eats is vodka.
We should watch that movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I give good neighbor. 2 good neighbors, 1 bad neighbor. Sam, tell us about The Firewalker.
It's made in 1986. Firewalker has, since it was released, experienced continuing and universal negative reception.
Oh, weird.
It has a goose egg on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice.
It's got the whole 0 going. I guess those naysayers can pick it outside the box office, as this thing apparently made $11 million.
Hey, profit?
It
Or
grossed
total?
$11 million, and it's a Cannon film. There's no way it cost
no,
$11 million, right?
Not a chance. I bet you they didn't even go out of country to shoot this thing.
It was probably 5.
Yeah.
There's really no way to tell because Cannon misreported anything. Who knows if it even made that much. Director J. Lee Thompson was at one point nominated for the Academy Award for his direction of The Guns of Navarone. He would also, at various points in his career, be nominated for the BAFTA and the Palme d'Or. A veteran of over 40 feature films, including the original Cape Fear, he somehow spends the last 6 years of his career directing Cannon movies. And his life. These turds may have killed him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he died in 1989, right after he made Conjite with Charles Bronson. All I can figure
It was the last one.
Yeah. I can't say Conjite. It was Conjite.
It's like the one burrito too many. I shouldn't have tried one more. And your doctor comes to you and says, I've got bad news. You're going to make it, but you can't direct a Cannon film ever again. You can't do it. Not one. Well, what if you... Nope, not any. Not any.
I already started directing Conjite.
No! And then he dies right in his doctor's arms. And the doctor just tosses him in the dumpster.
Lost another one. Never gets any easier.
Bring in the next Cannon director.
Next Cannon director, and then you have a sandwich back there. Well, I can figure from looking at his timeline that he really liked working with Bronson, which at that point was, well, I guess you're going to have to work for Cannon now.
Sure.
Of the 9 films he directed for Cannon, only 3 are without Bronson. Of the remainder, 2 are Indiana Jones ripoffs. The other one was King Solomon's Mines.
I like that.
So, yeah.
King Solomon's Mines, the preferred of the 2, for sure.
Yes. Louis Gossett Jr. is making his debut to the Stinker Studios. He'll be back for Iron Eagle when anyone decides to pull the trigger on that trouser snake. Iron Eagle isn't even like a boner that wants to stab you in the eyes. It's like a bulbous, flaccid penis that wants to rest in front of you.
Has Louis Gossett Jr. ever been in anything respectable?
Well, Gossett chased his Academy Award
What?
for Best Supporting Actor in An Officer and a Gentleman,
Oh,
which isn't any good.
Yeah.
With a Golden Raspberry nomination for his work in Jaws 3.
Sure.
D.
Yeah. D.
Yeah. It seems like it was all downhill from there, with the exception of The Sleeper, The Principal, which I would say, yeah, that's the movie that he was. It's also, if you ask me, has Jim Belushi ever been in a good movie? The only one that I would say for either one of them is The Principal, that I think is a really good movie, but I haven't seen in like 12 years, so yeah. Most recently, he was in The Dependables, which is an Expendables ripoff, only made with a team of grandparents.
Oh, God. Jesus.
And then when they do The Dependables, you're thinking like, oh, it's going to have all these older stars. It's just got Louis Gossett Jr. and Margot Kidder. Looks terrible.
My stomach hurts.
Yeah. Well, Melody Anderson has found her way home. It has been a long time since Flash Gordon, but she's back. I don't know if we mentioned that she was also in the Jeff's Living Room hit Dead and Buried when she was last here, but I think we watched Dead and Buried after we did the Flash Gordon episode, so we wouldn't have mentioned that she was in that. Well, we also mustn't forget that she was the star of the short-lived NBC series Manimal.
Okay.
Tell
me more.
I am mostly mentioning Manimal because of its epic fail promotional image that is Anderson next to Star and a guy who should have taken a stage name, Simon McCorkindale. McCorkindale is holding a falcon, but Melody Anderson's crazy hair is hiding the falconer glove. So the promotional image for the show is a stuffy guy next to a lady with crazy hair who has a large bird on her head.
So is he like the Beastmaster?
Okay, no, we'll talk about the Manimal. So Manimal, he fights crime by turning into animals.
Then why does he have a fucking bird?
That's a really good question.
Why doesn't he just turn into a bird when he needs a fucking bird?
He usually just turns into a cat.
God damn
like
it.
a panther and a jaguar, because it's easier to fight crime when you're a jaguar, you know?
Right.
You don't have to worry about, like, you can run kind of faster. You don't have to worry about parking. It only made 8 episodes. Weird,
I can't
right?
believe it made 8.
Yeah.
Cop Rock made 3. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Cop Rock's got to be better than Manimal.
I'd like to see. I need to see some Manimal. And anybody should check out the promotional image, because it's like, lady, there's a bird on your head. It's a huge bird. So dumb. We'll keep an eye out for Will Sampson of One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Who's he?
Big guy.
Ah, not Chief.
Yeah, Chief.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sonny Landham from Predator in 48 Hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't be an Indiana Jones ripoff without one John Rhys Davies.
God bless him.
I know. Why is he even in this movie? How did you do that?
Is his character named Sala by
He
chance?
probably just snuck on set.
It's not Sala, it's Salah.
Yeah.
I am Salah in this film.
Salah.
God, oh Jesus, John Rhys Davies. It's not his first appearance on the show for an episode, is it? Because he's in every bad movie.
He's in every bad movie, but I don't think we've actually done one with him in it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I like the John Rhys Davies. Jackie, have you seen Firewalker?
No.
Okay. I have not.
Most people have not. I don't think this didn't get a DVD release, I don't believe.
Okay, so how are we watching it?
Blu-ray.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
All of the
that's
canon
fancy.
stuff's getting re-released.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, I don't think it's streaming anywhere, but unless you can find the VHS rip on YouTube, I didn't bother to check. But how much was the Blu-ray?
I think it was $12.
That's a good price for a brand new Blu-ray.
If you're gonna get it, you should get it now, because all these it's like they're doing 50,000, and then once Amazon gets down to the last 10,000, the price just starts skyrocketing on things.
Yeah, totally. All right. Well, come back on Monday when we go through the movie, and we'll let you know whether that $12 was well spent or not. I'm guessing it might be. I don't know. I saw a couple minutes of this film, and
I'm a little worried about it.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about it. We'll see.
Hammy Chuck instead of
I
Action Chuck.
think one of the problems is that, Walker Texas Ranger is the most hilarious show on television until Chuck Norris makes a joke. and this is a bunch of Chuck Norris making jokes.
Good point. Yeah. All right, get to the chopper. Fans of Stinker Madness, iTunes thinks you don't like us. What? How is that possible? Well, it's because you haven't given us a review yet. Go to Stinker Madness on iTunes and take just a couple seconds to rate and review us there. While you're at it, hit up Stitcher.com as well. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter @/Stinker Madness and email us at talk@stinkermadness.com. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening and get to the chopper.